Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of We're Screwed. I am your host, horror author James Hershey Jr., and with me, as always, my co-host, old boy James Ash. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. How's everybody tonight, motherfuckers?
Tonight's episode, guys. What the hell? I don't know if you guys are. This is going to be a wrestling show, just so you know ahead of time. If you're not into wrestling, you can go to the next one if you want, but hang out. You might enjoy it. Uh, what the hell? I mean, I'm sitting here watching, and you know, I see Cody Rhodes come out, and he's got to tell The Rock whether he's gonna sell his soul to The Rock, that whole thing. And I don't like the storyline. It's stupid. And I don't particularly like Cody Rhodes that much, to be honest with you. I think he's overrated and he annoys me. Like, I'm so over watching Cody Rhodes come out every week. It's annoying as shit. And then, so John Cena wins and he's going to go against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. So he comes out to kind of do the face-to-face stare down with John Cena after the match. And of course, The Rock's music hits, and he comes down um, with some jackass rapper. I don't understand why that idiot was there. Travis something Barker, maybe? No, that's a different guy. Travis something. I don't know. Some dumbass rapper. He comes out there with him, and they do the whole thing of, are you going to sell your soul? And Cody Rhodes tells Rock to go F himself, basically. And so, anyway, Cena is like hugging Cody Rhodes and then like backs up and kicks him in the nuts and attacks him and stuff and does like a heel turn. And he sides with The Rock. And I was like, what the hell, man? First of all, Cena has never been a heel. Like, there was a brief time when ECW came in, where WWE brought ECW back for a short time, where everybody was booing Cena in the ECW arenas, but he wasn't a heel even then. Like, he's never been a heel. He's been a good guy the whole time. And this is his retirement tour. I mean, he's quitting after this. So to me, it was like, I can't believe you're going out as a heel like that. That's crazy. You know what I mean? But apparently they've been planning it for a long time. But it was wild. But another thing I want to talk about on that particular night was that idiot rapper, Travis, whatever. He actually injured Cody Rhodes because, first of all, he's yanking on his arm like a retard, right? He's supposed to be holding both arms out straight, like Superman, like flying, so that The Rock can hit it, Cody, with the weight belt. Like, that's the spot they're doing, right? The Rock's gonna wear him out with that weight belt across his back. So the rapper guy's supposed to be holding his arms out in front of him so that The Rock can whip him. Well, this idiot's got one arm and he's yanking it and twisting it like a dumbass. And then for whatever reason, he grabs his face and starts pulling it up. And Cena had to actually push Cody's head back down to the mat to make it safe again so The Rock could whip him, right? So this guy's screwing up left and right all over the place. So then when Cody's laying on the ground, this moron open hand slaps him right on the head, like right here, and actually perforated his eardrum. So I don't know how long Cody's going to be out for. It might screw up the main event of WrestleMania because perforated eardrums can either be something that heals on its own for after a couple weeks, or it could be something if it's bad enough that you got to have surgery. And you're talking months and months and months. And even if he can do the match at WrestleMania, his balance is going to be off. He's not going to be able to hear as well, so he's not going to be able to hear the cues as well. And the match is not going to be as good as it would have been, all because WWE brought some idiot in just because he's some famous rapper because they want clout because now they're on Netflix. So they bring this dipshit in who doesn't know what the hell he's doing, and he injures their world champion, which is crazy to me. I understand if you want the clout, you want this idiot to go out there, march around and do his stupid shtick that he's doing, fine. Who the hell thought it was a good idea to let him get physical, to actually put hands on Cody Rhodes? A couple months from WrestleMania is not that far away. And that's your world champion. That is the face of the company. That's the guy that you're building everything around right now. So you let some untrained dipshit injure your world champion because he doesn't know what he's doing. Madness. Absolute freaking madness. I cannot believe that happened. And that doesn't just happen. Okay, that's not something that is just like, oh well, we didn't know he was going to do that. No, bullshit. The plan was obvious if you're watching it of what he was supposed to be doing was holding Cody Rhodes' arm so that The Rock could whip him, holding him out in a flat posture so that he can take that weight belt. Why do you think it's a good idea to let an untrained idiot like that put his hands on your world champion? It's insane. Now, my personal theory, and I may be wrong, but here's my theory. I think it was all about The Rock. I think The Rock is why that happened. Because I think that The Rock comes out and wants to be a big shot. Look, I've got all my famous friends with me and all this stuff, right? And I think it was his idea to do that. That's my personal opinion. I have zero evidence of that. No inside knowledge, nothing. That's just what I think. Is I think that the reason that idiot was out there was because The Rock wanted him out there. And The Rock is on the TKO board and he's like the boss now. Like that's not just in the show, like in real life. The Rock is on the board. So he's kind of running stuff. So it had to go through him and Triple H to happen. Triple H is the head of creative, so he's the one that's supposed to be running the show. But The Rock's kind of his boss in a way. So in my view, and he came out with The Rock, he's buddies with The Rock. I think this one falls on the shoulders of The Rock, and I think that he knows better. I don't know what the hell's up with him lately. I don't know what his deal is, man. But it's not The Rock that we all used to love. I mean, he comes out now, and what is this whole selling your soul angle? That is the dumbest crap I've ever heard. His promo sucked. It wasn't even entertaining. It wasn't The Rock we used to watch, where it was exciting and you were waiting on what he was going to say. Now it's just long-winded, meandering bullshit. You know, I don't know. That's my opinion on it. I'm gonna throw it to Old Boy and see what he thinks, but I don't know, man. It was a clusterfuck all the way around. You had an untrained idiot out there putting hands on a champion. That's crazy and dumb. You had a stupid storyline that is either trying to recreate Austin McMahon with Cody and Rock, right? Or it's simply trying to be some kind of spooky, spiritual, otherworldly, like The Rock is the devil and you're going to sell his soul. It's stupid. Like, it's not believable whatsoever. It doesn't make sense. It's just dumb. If you want to have the match between Cena and Cody, then have that match. We'd all like to see Cena's last match, whoever it is. Personally, I would have rather seen him fight R-Truth. I'm a huge fan of R-Truth. R-Truth is a funny bastard. And I love watching that guy wrestle. And John Cena being his childhood hero, as he says, which is funny because R-Truth is older, but him being a hero of his, that would have made a cool final match. I would have liked to have seen that. But regardless of who it is, have the match. Even if you want to turn Cena heel at the end, that's fine if that's what he wants to do. Why does The Rock got to stick his stupid nose in it and make it shitty? You know what I mean? I don't know. I used to like The Rock. I used to like when he'd come out and I'd see it and I'd be excited about it. But anymore, it's just over dramatic nonsense that he does. Just come out and be the guy you were. Be the electrifying guy that everybody wants to see. Stop it with all the I'm the final boss BS. It's stupid. I don't know. That's my opinion. Go ahead, brother.
What they were trying to do is, and they did it perfectly, but I kind of figured what was going to happen when he goes, either be my champion, and I'm like, Zena's going to betray him. And it was right. It was coming. He caught everyone off guard. I kind of caught at the end. I'm like, yeah, I think there might, when he did that look, I'm like, yeah, he's going to betray him. And then I was like, dude, they're doing the whole NWO thing where Hogan, he betrayed everyone. It was spin. A lot of people don't realize originally it was supposed to be, was it Sting? That was they were going to originally do with the WWE, with the WCW was going to be Sting, but they said no because they had another plan with him. So they made Hogan because no one would ever think that. And so they did that whole angle, and look what NWO. What I think they might be doing, and what the rumor is, they might be making the new NWO with John Cena. He just won't wrestle after this. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, and probably a couple other people will be involved. Maybe The Miz, I've been hearing, and a few other people, and making the new NWO. Probably bring Kevin Nash back, and that would be kind of cool if they're going to go that route. Now, the whole Rock selling his soul, he's selling his soul to The Rock. Basically, what he's doing is Rock's taking over Vince McMahon's place because they can't talk about him anymore. And he has the thing, he is one of the bosses. Triple H is the one that runs the company. He's one of the bosses also. He's also on the chant. So it's not really The Rock's his boss. It's just The Rock got a lot of stock because of his name. And they wanted him to come in after Vince McMahon, and they made a deal, so he came in. I don't know if you just seen The Undertaker and all of them they're doing the series now, for wrestling. And The Undertaker, now The Undertaker's wife is taking over Mickey James's place the second season. So Michelle's going to be there. I don't know if you've ever seen Michelle McCool. She's a beautiful woman, 5'10", 11. She's beautiful. I mean, very nice people. And The Undertaker's a very good person. He's just straight up. Doesn't fuck around. You won't want another guy you don't want to fuck with. Wife's not the same way. She's got a lot of ambition, both of them. There's nothing wrong with that. I've always liked The Undertaker. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Whatever his politics is, I don't care. He got me through a lot of shit in my years when I was a kid. I had a lot of depression, and he was one of my favorite characters. And then Bray came, and I've never really been. I'm a big fan of his art, and I was never really wrestling. To me is not the same anymore, but I still love it. I love the idea. The Rock is going a little overboard with some of the shit he's been doing. I mean, I thought it was funny, Mama Rose and stuff like that. Now it's just getting. I guess I know why they're doing it. They're bringing all these people, and they make more money because they're going to another platform. Like you said, Netflix is involved. Kind of like AEW, they're involved with Cinemax. So now Tony Khan doesn't care anymore. He'll just let you go. He wasn't letting them out, but now it's Cinemax, and he just signed another deal with Amazon that you can get the pay-per-views there now and pay for them on there. They got a deal with Amazon now, so they're big too. That once these get these big deals, man, they're becoming a legit company now, and this is what the WWE has to do to keep up with, to make people watch. Now we have this little war going on, and I like what the WWE is doing. I mean, I know that they stole the whole "fuck you" thing from AEW when Copeland and Christian did it a year ago, and then they bashed him. But they always do AEW. But then it was all right for when Cody said it, and they're saying that they're taking shots at each other again. I'm glad, and this is what I'm gonna say before we go. You need a company like AEW open, and these people don't get it. In TNA is cool, but yes, now it's in part of the WWE. But you got New Japan, AAA. You don't understand. When the WWE just became its own entity, there was really nothing. The ratings dropped. It's a proven fact. Even Triple H has said it. You have to have a competitor. You have more than one now. There's other. Vince McMahon's supposed to be starting another wrestling thing. I know he's going to watch it, but you never know. You can't underestimate that guy. I know Lesnar is going to be on there. That's what I've been hearing, but we all know what's going on with that. But that's what makes people want to watch this. Yes, WWE did what they did. What's AEW going to do this week? AEW going to do? Or New Japan? We need competition. So that's why the WWE people, AEW and WWE, when they're making each other better, they're getting better rosters going, and the AEW is learning they had to over roster and they had to let some people go. Yeah, they're going to go to the WWE, like Miles Kai Black's going there and being Alistair again. He really didn't change that character, and he did that for purpose so he can just go back and forth. And he even said he didn't say he'll never go back to AEW. Most people got to realize not all these people hate each other. They just got a better deal in the WWE. He got a couple million more. But you always don't want to butter your bread because you never know what's going to happen down the line. You cannot get stale there and go jump to another company. And that's what I try to tell people, and independents are good because it makes people's careers. People don't realize Cody Rhodes was one of these people I was talking about. He was in the independent scene. He left the WWE because he wasn't getting pushed anymore, and he made a name for himself. He made AEW. He helped it. He's one of people. He said it doesn't matter what they say. He made that company. He's never going to say nothing bad about him because he knows one day he might go back. He might. This is his time right now, but you fall a little way, and he can always go back and get more money and then go there. His brother stayed there. So, Dusty stayed there and he resigned. They thought he was going to go to WWE, but he said, nah, it's where he wanted to be. But what I'm saying is that's why they had this storyline, and it's getting so good is because there's another company is pushing the WWE now to do this. So we're going to get better content on both sides. And I love it. That's why I was talking, and it still goes into general. That's why we got that shocker. Netflix and HBO Max are competitors, guys. AEW is with HBO Max. They're with Netflix. So now you got to realize they're competitors all together now. So that's they're I think WWE's with Best Buy and all that, and Walmart, and HBO Max with Amazon. That's why it is. So we have an ongoing war with companies now. So it's made it this way, and this is why we're getting better content, and I love it. I love what we're getting, man. We're getting matches we want. Ricochet's getting people like that. He didn't get a name. Now he's getting a big name in AEW. Adam Copeland's getting a big name. But this show was going to be a little bit about wrestling. We knew it was going to be a little longer. But we're getting these guys. I don't know. Like I said, if you watch AEW, I like certain characters. And I watch WWE that I like certain characters. I like dark characters. I'm a big fan of Karrion Kross's character. I don't know if you guys have been saying, putting his hair down. I love they're finally pushing this dude, and I know they're gonna make a group with Aleister Black, and if they do, it's gonna be so interesting. But I like it how he comes out like he's your friend, and he's really the devil talking to you on the air, and that's just his character. But wrestling's wrestling. I understand that's his character, and it's working now. They found the gimmick. It's working for him, and it's finally. I like his wife too, and we're getting better stuff because of this. This is why I was saying, but I like darker characters like that. That's one of my favorite characters. I like Drew McIntyre. I love his character. I don't like CM Punk anymore. I think he's a flip-flopper. I like Seth Rollins. I like Rhea. I don't know. That was another thing before we go, and I'll throw it over to you in a minute. Are you shocked about how she lost the title? Because that was shocking. But I know what they're doing. I know what they're doing, and Jade. And I'm going to tell you something. Jade's beautiful, guys. The woman's beautiful, dude. I don't care what anybody says. My wife loves her. She came out and beat the tar out of what's her name the other night. And that woman's like 6 foot tall, man. I don't know, dude. She's a big girl. I love her. Oh, she's beautiful. So, but that being said, yes, I think it was great for wrestling. The Rock's kind of getting a little, but that's going to happen, bro. He has money and he's involved. He's one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. It's a whole different level now than what we're used to, but that's all.
Yeah, the booking for the women wrestlers, I don't understand what the hell they're doing. Like, nothing against Io Sky. Io Sky, I think, is extraordinarily entertaining, very, very athletic and talented, and I'm a big fan of Io Sky. But Rhea is a fucking rocket ship right now. What are you doing? I mean, she's like crazy popular. She just won the title back. The crowd pops for her every single time she comes out. Like, massive pop. What are you doing? Why would you take the strap off that woman? She's the best thing you got going. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's dumb. And unless she needs surgery again, but I haven't heard anything that she needs surgery again. That's the only thing that would excuse it in my mind. And then the Elimination Chamber, what are you doing with that? That doesn't make any sense. Liv Morgan is another rocket ship right now. She is kicking ass and taking names, but she doesn't win the Elimination Chamber. Alexa Bliss comes back. One of the most highly anticipated returns. Everybody was so stoked to see her. You got her getting ready to get back with the Wyatt Six soon. Why wouldn't she win the Elimination Chamber? It's a match perfect for her. She won it before. But instead, you go with fucking Bianca Belair, that tired old fucking nonsense. Nobody gives a shit about her. She sucks. I'm so sick of her, man. She drives me crazy. Go ahead.
The reason why they're going to make her bad. She's the one that betrayed. What I've been hearing is she's the one that really betrayed Jade. If you saw, she threw her jacket off. Now they're talking about it because she's ready. She knew Jade was coming. What I've been hearing is Jade's going to interfere anyway. And they're going to throw what's her name back in. That's why I didn't want to interrupt. But Jade is going to get thrown into this, and they're going to make Jade the hero, and they're going to make Bianca the bad guy. And now I understand why they're doing it, because Bianca's character is stale. They're going to make her the bad guy. That's what I've been hearing. So now I understand. I was going to let you know that.
You could do that without having Rhea lose her belt, though, is what I'm saying. Like, I agree. I thought Bianca was the one that did it in the beginning, too. At first, I thought it could be her or Naomi, because maybe Naomi wanted to get in on the tag team, so maybe that's why she did it. But I had a feeling it was Bianca. But first of all, they dragged that story out way too freaking long. I mean, I don't even care who attacked the chick anymore. She can barely even fucking wrestle. Yes, she's built like a Greek goddess. You know what I mean? The whole Storm thing is cool. She's got the white hair. Her entrance is cool. She's an impressive looking chick, but she can't wrestle. She sucks. She should be on NXT. She shouldn't even be on the main roster yet. The only reason she is because of who she is and her body. Like, I don't mean like her body like in a sexual way. I mean her muscles and she's in incredible shape. You know, her look is amazing. And that's why she's on the main roster. But they put her with Bianca Belair because she can't fucking wrestle. To hopefully put her with a veteran that can teach her some stuff. But the problem is Bianca can only half wrestle. She botches every match. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't like it. You know what I mean? I don't understand the booking there. It doesn't make any sense. And as much as I am a huge fan of Liv Morgan, okay, I pop for Liv every time, right? I love her. As much as I love Liv Morgan, the right person to win that match should have been Alexa Bliss. She's making her return. She's going to be hooking back up with the Wyatt Six, who is very stale right now. Okay, they have zero momentum. Great idea, great casting of each of the characters. You know, Gacy. I mean, Dexter Loomis. I mean, these people, Nikki Cross, weren't being used, who are awesome, and I'm so stoked for it. I can't wait. Problem is, they don't show up ever because Uncle Howdy was injured for a long time. So instead of having them come out and keep it to where they're at least in people's mind, they just disappear. So what better way to bring them back than have Alexa Bliss win the chamber? Now she's got a title shot. They come in and court her to get her back with them, the Wyatt family, right? They help her to win the title at Mania. That'd have been a great storyline. It would have elevated the Wyatt Six. It would have brought them back. But now you've got her losing the chamber, a match that they teased before the match that she had won it before, and it's a match made just for her, right? That she's the most qualified to win it because it fits her warped, Harley Quinn type personality and all this kind of stuff, right? And then you don't have her win it. And not only do you not have her win it, right? But when Jade comes out and beats down Naomi, you got Alexa Bliss standing in her pod, staring like she's afraid. I thought she was the sadistic one. She was the one that was in the cage that, oh, you guys better watch out for her in the chamber because she's mental, she's twisted, she's sadistic, she loves this kind of stuff. But then she's cowering in her pod looking like she's afraid. Why? Why do you do that? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You're screwing up your own booking. I mean, you're killing her push before it even starts. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm not a huge Alexa Bliss fan. I mean, she's fine. I like her, whatever. There's nothing wrong with her. You know what I mean? I'm excited to have her back. And I really love her in the character that she worked with Bray. You know what I mean? Where she had like the little doll that she carries around and she was doing the little kind of, out there crazy kind of Harley Quinn almost thing. I like that. That was fun. But I mean, there's people that I like more than Alexa Bliss, but that was just the right choice there, man. You either go Alexa Bliss or you go Liv Morgan, and you continue that rocket ship back to the title. It makes no sense. Now, the reason I think they didn't go Liv is because we just had a couple Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley matches, and they were trying to kind of put that to bed. But now, I mean, I've heard too that it's going to be a triple threat with Rhea and Io and Bianca. But I don't know, man. I'm just not a big fan of Bianca Belair. The braid is stupid. Throwing the dumb braid around like a dipshit all the time, and every match people got to grab it, and pull, and there's a tug of war over this fake ass braid. It's not even a real braid. That's another thing that pisses me off. I saw a picture of this broad without the braid. She don't even have that long of hair. It's like weaved in or some shit. I don't know how they hook it up so it won't come out, but it's not real. So the whole time, her whole gimmick is this stupid braid that now she's whipping people with and stuff, and it's not even a real braid. It's just dumb. And also, let me say this as a white guy that shouldn't be speaking on a subject that nobody wants to hear. Why the hell, every time you got a black character, you got to make him as ghetto as humanly possible? Even when they don't start that way. They all got to start talking like they're in the ghetto or something. It doesn't make any damn sense. You did it with the Street Profits, who very talented guys, right? Montel Ford, that dude can jump off that top rope higher than anybody since like Superfly, probably. He's amazing. But you got to make him into these caricatures, this stereotype of black people. It doesn't make any damn sense to me. And I'm not one of these people that cries racist over everything. I'm no stupid liberal, but it just doesn't make any sense. It's like, these guys are good. Why are you doing that to them? It doesn't make any sense, Bianca never did that. She was beyond that crap. She didn't do the ghetto stuff, but as soon as she got with Naomi, that's all it was ghetto and twerking your ass. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Do they think that's cool, that that's the way that they're going to get the audience to go along or something? To me, the selling point of Bianca, even though I'm not a fan of hers, it was always the fact that she's so strong. Right? That's the whole point, is she's an athletic, strong woman that can do feats of strength that are pretty impressive. That was Rhea's whole thing too. Now Rhea's kind of swerved into like the gothic sex symbol type thing is what she's doing now, which is, it's all right. I guess it's fine. I don't have anything against that. I like looking at women just like every other man does. I don't have any issue with it. But I don't like, and maybe to get to the root of this, honestly, maybe that's why I'm not such a big fan of Bianca Belair anymore. Is I think that might be it. Is the fact that it swerved into that ghetto territory where they were talking like they were in an 8 Mile movie or something. It was ridiculous. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? You, like, literally the whole time you've been in WWE, you never talk like that. Now all of a sudden you're straight out of Compton for some reason. What the fuck? You know what I mean? And like I said, white guy. No reason to be even speaking on this, but it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't like it. It's to me, it's feeding into a stereotype that's just sucks. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see that. Who wants to see that? I don't want to see that. You want to impress me, do something different. Don't make every single black character act like that at some point in their career. It's bullshit. I don't like it. That's why, and here's a name that you don't hear very often, except for by real serious wrestling fans, and Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin is a fucking beast, man. That dude, unbelievable athlete. I wish he was more successful. He was amazing. I loved watching him work. So good. So good. Okay, so I'm going to throw it back over to old boy, see what he has to say, and then after that, we'll wrap up. If you got any final words or whatever you want to sum up or whatever, talk, or you can just do shout-outs if you like.
Yeah, Shelton Benjamin great with the Heat Locker. Well, the Heat Center Kit now. They had to change the Hurt Center Kit. Yeah. So, with MVP and Bobby Lashley. And they just won the Tag Team Champions in AEW. Yeah, Shelton Benjamin's finally getting the recognition that he deserved. So is Ricochet, because they made Ricochet the bad guy. I like that. I think that's great. I'm also a fan of Swerve. Strickland, I like his character. Um, and I just I like some of the storylines, and they're darker. But that's just the way I look at it. But other than that, yeah, thank you guys for joining us on We're Screwed on um, Spotify and YouTube. You can follow us on James Hurst's YouTube page. Subscribe. If you guys want merchandise, the shirts, like We're Screwed and stuff like that, let us know. We're doing this new little thing where we're doing like 20, 30-minute shows. And you see Andy here and there. He's, like I said, he's very busy he's a GM with one of the biggest haunting tours in the country. So we understand. So he has to do a lot of stuff as being a general manager. So he's not going to be here all the time. So we're going to start doing it this way. I think you guys will enjoy it. And that being said, I hope you have a good night. Misfit Sugar Ladies, Monster Lovers, and Demoners, I fucking love you, and have a good night.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys for watching. One thing about me and oh boy, we are lifelong huge wrestling fans, and it's always fun when we get to do a wrestling show, you know. And I might start doing, because like always said, we're doing a different format with We're Screwed now. Instead of doing like 1 hour, hour and a half show, we're going to do multiple like 20, 30-minute shows instead on different subjects. And I think we should make one of the shows every week on wrestling. Like, even if we just recap Raw and SmackDown or whatever and talk about what we think. I love talking wrestling. I mean, it's one of my passions in life. I never miss it. I watch it every week, and I love it. And I mean, I watched Hogan beat the Iron Sheik for the title. Okay, that back in the 80s. That's how old I am. That's how long I've been watching wrestling. So, I mean, I would love to do this every week. Kind of have at least one of our shows that we do every week talking wrestling, because I really appreciate it, you know. And if you guys are interested in wrestling and you want to watch, that'd be great. You know, you could hang out with us and we can, you know, a bunch of wrestling fans talking wrestling. That'd be fun. But anyway, love you guys, appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you in the next one. Till we speak to you again. Love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do we. Bye bye.